And to discuss further on this journey, we have ready with us in the studio is Ashran Ghazi, the Chief Executive Officer of Dattel Asia. I want to say thank you very much, Ashran, for joining me. Firstly, we want to talk about this MyDataHub.Ai. Can you briefly explain what the platform is and what are the primary service it offers? And what is also the key problems that this platform trying to solve for the SMEs in Malaysia?
That's quite a bit there, but thank you for having me here. First and foremost, what MyDataHub.Ai is for the SMEs, it is actually a platform for SMEs to manage, control, and share the data, right? And the favorite question that I get from people with regards to this is, who owns the data? Is it secure? Is it not secure? Because the word data itself, invokes that emotions initially. So as per the framing, it is for the business owners themselves, the SMEs themselves, to actually manage, control, and share. If they don't want to share, then they don't. The data is theirs essentially, right? What MyDataHub is essentially is just a platform to help facilitate SMEs to do exchange of data so that they can get something in return, right? So in terms of your other question just now, what kind of services that we kind of put on board? So when we kind of looked at what kind of thing would actually encourage people to share and exchange data, there must be something that get in return, like I said, right? So for an SME business owner, while there are many things that are important, two things that is most important to any SME if you talk to, right? I want to get financing in order for me to be able to grow my business and do whatever I need to do. Number two, of course, I want to grow my sale, right? So that's the only two things that usually comes into the mind of any business owner, especially SMEs, right? And that's what we're introducing as the key services within the Data Hub itself. And while just now you highlighted about the ability of financing, right? And let's kind of narrow down the focus with regards to that. The challenges with regards to financing, it's a subject that is continuously discussed, right? Whether it is not enough to financing, then some other groups will say, oh, but the money is there. But the challenge for SMEs in the landscape of financing, if you ask me, is about accessibility. Can I really get the money or not?
That's the main question.
That's the fundamental of it all, right? Nice to have, big pockets of money here and there that is dangled to the SMEs in terms of what they can potentially get, right? But, what is that process of getting that at the end of the day? And what Data Hub looks at facilitating is we've brought in financing partners, right? 4 financing partners in particular that covers different aspects of financing needs. And their core at heart is also in the spirit of supporting smaller businesses and also growth companies. And we've discussed with regards to streamlining processes to make sure that it is easy enough also for any SMEs to need. Of course, you cannot run away from the usual documentations, right? But it is easy enough for them to get onboarded across. And when one of the value add, because we also, when we launched this last week, we had a lot of questions from business owners. So why should we go via Data Hub as opposed to going to the different partners that we had directly? The simple short answer is two. Number one, via Data Hub, whatever information or documents or data that you are sharing to a financier, you do it once, right? You do it once because it's all within Data Hub itself. And then that gets disseminated. If you're trying to apply to all the 4 financiers, then it gets disseminated to all the 4 financiers. Then if there's anything extra, then they will then come back to you. But at least your first baseline, right, is a single set of documentations. Otherwise, you will go to one platform, upload whatever that needs to be done, then you go to another platform, upload what needs to be done. So within Data Hub itself, we kind of, make the process of data sharing simple enough, right? So that you can get financing, with the highest, best possible chance at the end of the day, right?
And definitely we want to see how MyDataHub.Ai facilitate data integration from various sorts of businesses.
Correct. That's a good point, right? And you know, having dealt with SMEs for quite a number of years right now, it's actually not about the technology itself, right? When I say not about the technology, is you can have the tech to do this, but do you have a way to make sure that it is easy enough for an SME to actually move through that journey, right? And to be frank with you, the ability, so we've got a partner called EasyStore, one of the digital platform partners. So a business owner who has their own branded store on EasyStore, for instance, can easily share whatever data that they have within their storefront for financing or for marketing even, right? And the thing is, without Data Hub, not that they cannot share, but it requires additional technical knowledge on the SME front in order to make that sharing process easy, right? So what we've put thoughts and into the design of Data Hub itself, how do you make it no-brainer at all?
Okay.
Right? No-brainer at all. So literally, if you were to go and sign up and log into MyDataHub, your first starting point is connect to an existing platform that has your data, right? So if it is EasyStore, for instance, and all you have to do is click EasyStore, it will come up with your login page into EasyStore, log in, it gets connected, that's it.
Okay, wow, that's really already a guideline, complete guideline,
Yes, so
easy
that's it.
guideline.
So, and then to me, that's very important.